Welcome back to 1Z TV. Episode number 2. This is where I get to talk to you guys one-on-one. I'm going to answer another frequently asked question this week. People have been asking me, hey, 3CK, do you breathe while you rap? Or, holy cow, do you even breathe when you're rapping? Or, I didn't even see you breathe. Or, how do you do that without breathing? Well, that is a great question. I wanted to actually go on record by saying, no, I don't breathe. I'm not even breathing now. I guess you could say my raps are quite the breathtaking experience. So you might be thinking to yourself, that's impossible. You have to breathe somehow. I'll admit, there is a little trick. For all you out there wondering how I get through a whole verse without breathing, this is the secret. This is how it's done. If you look here, you will notice there is a tube coming out of my back, and that tube goes right through the onesie, and it goes straight into it pierces the spinal bone and punctures into my lung cavity, and it allows consistent airflow to and from. And so that's how it's done. That's how I am able to get through an entire verse without breathing. So now you know. I'm sure that makes it not nearly as impressive. So hopefully I still have a few fans out there somewhere. After last week's onesie episode, a couple of you guys had actually asked me some questions, to my surprise. So before we get into our shoutouts, I actually wanted to answer just a couple of those questions. Our first question comes from YouTube from a guy named Code Nath. What is your favorite part about rapping? Probably my favorite part of rapping, of being a rapper, has got to be the gunshot wounds to the head. Also from YouTube, Randy asks, are you planning on wearing a different onesie every episode? Well, Randy, when a man wears a onesie, there is a bond of loyalty that is created between that man and that onesie. Also, this thing cost me like $40. No way am I buying another one. Next up is our shoutouts. Shout out to k.fitzwater.x from Instagram. From Facebook, shout out to Melanie Zieger. I don't know how to say your name. Krishan Ellis, Jeremy Groff from YouTube. Shout out to DanCav4, and of course to our two people who wrote in with the questions, Randy Cunningham and Code Nath. And shout out to the only person that asked me face to face for a shout out, probably as a joke, Matt Zubers. I believe a few people tweeted at me at some point or another about getting shout-outs. I apologize. I can't find those tweets. From now on, if you're going to try to get a shout-out or a question or something like that through Twitter, please hashtag it 1ZTV so I can find it later. If you really want to make my life simple, just leave it as a YouTube comment, because those are super easy for me to find later. If you want to get a question or a shout-out or something in the next video, leave me a comment right here below. So last week I asked you guys if you had any ideas on how I should end this show. And actually, I had a couple ideas come in. Right now, I think this is my favorite idea. Well, this has been another episode of 1ZTV. Until next time, just remember, this 1G will be in this 1Z. Oh.